Hey everyone, it's Adam here and welcome to a video that I promised you. This is my 2017 motorcycle gear haul. So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at all the gear that I use when I ride, as well as the new gear I have acquired for this year from the stuff that I was kind of lacking last year. Without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to try and make this video clear and concise and quick because there's a lot to go through. And if there's anything else you want to know about a specific piece of gear, I'm going to be active in the comments, so leave your comment below. But for now, let's dive into the crown jewel, the helmet. And this is the Arai XD4 in the Diamante colorway or something like that. This helmet's on clearance right now on Revzilla simply because the graphic's like a few years old. Exact same Arai XD4, but you can cop it for much cheaper. And what do I think about the helmet? Well, I think it's pretty darn good. Now, I've never had another helmet to compare it to, so maybe it's crap. For like 600 bucks or upwards, maybe it's crap, but I think it's pretty dang good. Lots of airflow in and out. Everything's good there. I installed the Sena SMH10R pack talk thing on it, and that works all well and good, except for the only con I have about this helmet is they have these emergency release cheek pads, which are a good thing. That's a safety thing. But basically, the way they clip in isn't your conventional snappers. And from opening this cheek pad a lot to tuck wires behind, and from motovlogging and just general use, it doesn't close anymore. So when my face is in the helmet, it presses it shut, so it's not a safety hazard or anything. But it is annoying. Everything about this helmet I love. I've beat this thing up, taken it off-road way more than I should have, and the paint job is pristine. I've ducked in branches, I've scratched my head, and sure enough, nothing on there. Not much else to talk about. If I missed something, if you want to know about something again, in the comments. But I love that helmet, and that helmet has served me well, so I will continue to use that helmet. Now onto the jacket, which I also love and will also continue to use. This is the Alpinestars GP Pro Air. Nope, I got that wrong. The TGP R Air jacket. Yeah, Alpinestars makes a lot of jackets. A lot of them are very similar, and this is the TGP R Air. I know. So, I wanted to make sure you guys knew exactly what the one I have was, and this is in the white, black, and high vis. I originally meant to order it in black and white, but when I got it, it was the high vis, and I was like, that's awesome, because I took one look at it. High vis isn't lame, it's really cool. The streaks of yellow just look awesome. You have it on the chest, on the back, down the arms, right there, as well as reflective strips, spine protection, TPU sliders in the shoulders, whole arm guards as well. All the cuffs zip down over my gloves really nicely. Waterproof pocket for your phone. And it came with a windbreaker that you actually zip in, so if you want to break more wind, because this is a textile jacket, so kind of halfway in between leather and mesh. And it's the perfect do-it-all jacket, 3-season riding up here in Canada. Anything hotter than 30 degrees Celsius and I'd probably get a mesh, but this served me great. I've taken this off-roading way more than I should have, and it holds up great too. And it also has one of those things where you can zip the jacket into pants, which is really cool feature. Now we get to move on to my favorite piece of gear. When I purchased this gear back in the day, back over a year ago, I didn't know that I was going to be most fond of it. I didn't know what I'd like, what I didn't, but I can tell you that I love these gloves. So these guys are the rev'it Cayenne Pros, and oh my gosh, they came out white and now they're kind of fading to a desert tan, which still looks great. I mean, they're still kind of white, but that is one thing I read on the reviews that is true. The white fades, but you can get them in other colors as well. I also heard about some people who said the stitching comes apart, which I have not had any problems with at all, so hooray hurrah, we're all good there. Big metal knuckle things, sliders on the fingers, sliders on the palms. It's all goat leather, and it's a mid cuff, which is perfect for me. Not super short like a motocross, not super long. Mid gauntlet, which is just the most comfortable. And for me, these are size medium, and the tip of my finger to the webbing of my finger is actually the exact glove. Normally a glove is slightly too big, slightly too small. These are perfect. That's probably why I love them so much. And look at the attention to detail. The hand that's on the outside of the handlebar has a little reflective strip on the pinky there on both sides, and I just love that. Crazy some technology to keep your wrist like straight with this this band. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Crazy technology in these things. It's all over-engineered, but I'm glad because they are just awesome. Now we get to move into sneakers, and I got 2 pairs here. One is perforated for tons of wind flow, and the other is waterproof. Let's start with this one. This is the Alpinestars Anaheim, and I got this just because it's totally perforated and flows a ton of air. And that's exactly what it does. It's pretty solid too. Not a whole ton of steel in this guy except for the shank and the heel, but it's still really solid and would keep your ankles from getting mangled in a regular shoe. My only complaint, if you look at the shoe when it's straight on, see how this kind of flares out? The laces aren't long enough to ring it through the top eyelets here, so it stays like that. And trying to get pants over or anything is a big pain in the butt. Just because they flare out. So it's an easy fix, but you do need like bigger laces so that you can tighten that up like that. Otherwise, this is pretty thick up in here, and you definitely remember it's a motorcycle shoe when you're wearing it. Other than that, it does its job, flows a lot of air, and keeps your ankle more safe than a regular shoe. But here's the shoe that actually gets me excited. This is the TCX X Street Waterproof, and TCX just came out with like an updated version of this, so you may be able to get this exact shoe on clearance. This is the blue color. I find it kind of a blue gray, but oh my gosh, is it ever awesome. So fully waterproof. This is all like leather on the outside. It's got steel up in here, really hard toe box so that you can, for shifting, steel in the heel, all that good stuff, but it's waterproof. Now, some people complain that it's a little bit hot. Luckily, I've been blessed. I've never had super sweaty feet, so I'm good on that front, and I actually love wearing these all the time and forget that they're motorcycle shoes. Not in the summertime, but think about this as a winter boot. If you live in a place where you're only riding your bike like 3 seasons, kind of spring, summer, fall, these are still usable in the winter, and that makes them more valuable. They're waterproof, high ankle boots. So imagine when you're in a parking lot and you get the slush puddles and the soakers. This is a waterproof, stylish boot, or sneaker actually. No one's has sneakers that are waterproof. Pretty cool, would recommend 100%. And that's actually it for the street gear. So now we're gonna move into the dirt gear. Let's stick with the boot theme. These are the Alpinestars Toucans, and these are in the Gore-Tex edition. They come with a regular and a Gore-Tex. Look how, does it look like I got the brown color? They were black ones. I just looked at the video when I received these. I didn't know they could be so black, so I definitely need to go over these and clean them again. But the buckles are great, never came undone. And again, these ones are Gore-Tex lined, which means waterproof. They indeed are waterproof. I've had water up to the bars of my bike and had these submerged in a marsh, just kicking and swimming, and yeah, they work good. Now they're comfortable even when you're walking because they are a dual sport boot, which basically just means not a crazy like accent here, not a big back of the heel, so they're actually just comfortable to walk around in. They squeeze my calf really nicely, and again, never had a problem with the buckles. These things are beasts and will last me till the end of time. I'm gonna do pants and jersey in one banger because they're both Explorer Ascent by MSR. So they're both MSR and Explorer Ascent. This one is black with like black camo and white letters and stuff. This one is the exact same, but the Rockstar edition. I could get them both in either version. I just went with the Rockstar on the jersey because I didn't want to be plastered in it, but I really did like the yellow accents. So I think that looks awesome. And this thing has tons of tech in it. It's machine wash safe and all that. So very nice jersey. I think it's one of the most high-end ones, but I didn't know a jersey could have tech. This one does. Good, good. The pants are also very good. Unfortunately, I have leaned on the bike a few too many times, and you get that hot leg, and you're like, ooh, my leg's burning. And by that time, you already have the hole in your pants. So there's a few holes from like exhaust and stuff. You can see the carnage right there, and there's another guy there. Fortunately, that hasn't affected the pants too much. They still perform very well, just like a regular riding pant, and they're gonna last me a lot longer. Pants and jersey combo, good to go. The last piece of old riding gear, this is my Fox Titan Sport jacket. Basically a mesh jacket covered in thick plastic panels, covering your arms, your back, your chest, even a kidney belt. And the back plate, the Armadillo Dragon thing, does a really good job at keeping your spine from going the way you don't want it to go. I've seen a lot of these where they have crazy plates, but they still don't prevent the spine from bending the other way. This one does a pretty good job. It's world renowned. Everyone wears this thing, and I do too, and it works. Now the last piece of old gear that's held up the best, man, is this, and this is my riding bag. This is actually made by Code Zero Sailcloth Products. Boom, look at that. www.codezeroworld.ch. And this was actually a family gift from my aunt, and I kind of stole it and used it for my gear bag because it's awesome. The sails will never rip. The whole thing's waterproof, and it's the perfect size. I love this bag. Kind of unique, kind of a little bit of character to my gear, and something no one else has. Oh goody, now we get to get into the new stuff. The stuff you haven't seen, the stuff you're eager to see. If you've been paying close attention, you'll realize there's one very vital piece of gear I haven't shown at all. Pants. You're right. I did order a pair of riding jeans last year, but I very quickly realized that the jeans are hot with all the Kevlar inside, and they don't look good on a dirt bike or a sport bike, anything I plan on riding. Now, if I ever get a cruiser, then jeans might do fine, but jeans on a sport bike or dirt bike just look dumb. So we went textile. Now I got an overpant and a regular pant. So these are the overpants, and these are Dainese New Drake Air. They're a crazy name, but they're rated very good, and they are very good indeed. Overpant means that, you know, they're a little bit bigger, but they have a big zipper out down the side so that you can easily slip them over shoes and shorts. And let's say you want to do a ride out to a beach with some friends, you want to take your bike, you're going to be in swim trunks or shorts all day, but you still want to wear the safety gear while you're riding. That's where overpants come into play. These ones have little snappers on the thigh area, and you can open up a flap on your thigh, so it's either zip closed or flares open, and then there's a big mesh panel that just flows air all through the pants, and it's wondrous and very nice. And they have that zipper I was talking about that allows you to zip these into my Alpine Stars jacket, and I love that because you can actually hike your pants up by lifting your arms. It's awesome. If I'm going on a ride where I don't plan on taking my pants off, I'm gonna take these, and these are the Alpine Stars Oxygen Air Pants. I accidentally ordered these a size too big. I didn't know, but medium's too big for me apparently. I should get a small in these. A little bit too wide, a little bit too tall, so I can't give you a full review because I haven't even used them. But I mean, they look nice. There's tons of mesh. These ones flow tons of air, and good. Maybe I'll give you an update on that. Post some comment when I get the proper pair in. Now, I want to show you something real quick. This is the backpack that I used while riding around all last year. I noticed two things. First, it's entirely black, and second, no straps. So the no strap thing is good, but the black thing is bad, and it is all black. Now, all the high vis that's on my jacket, forget about it. You throw this thing on, you're just a black blob now. So that was no good. You're probably wondering why there's no straps. I originally bought this because this backpack has these retractable straps inside these little flaps, and it's actually designed to hold wakeboard, snowboard, longboard, any big board on a backpack, which is pretty cool. And because of that, it has like a bunch of straps that go across your chest and front in order to regulate the weight and distribute it evenly. So that's why I liked it, and it doesn't have floppy straps. But it is a safety hazard thing, and you definitely don't forget that it's on your back. So I went and bought a purpose-built motorcycle backpack by OGO, and this is the No Drag Mach 3. OGO makes the No Drag Mach 1, 3, and 5. 3's right in the middle. 5 had too much stuff, 1 wasn't enough. And let's be honest, the 3 comes in this color, which is white, black, and high vis. Does that remind you of anything? You bet your sweet butt it does. This thing matches the jacket so well. It looks so good. I just had to get it. And quite frankly, I haven't even had a reason to wear it yet, but every time I go out and ride, I just want to wear it. It's got this big shell, which is cool, and the white actually has a carbon fiber kind of finish to it, which I never even saw on the online photos, but it looks amazing. All this high vis in the middle, forget about it. This is all on the inside, and when this bag's on you, it's not going to be visible. I don't understand why they didn't do high vis kind of on the outside. It's all in here, but all this silver stuff is super reflective, so that also does the trick. If you've already guessed by now, the whole backpack is open from the actual inside, where there's just this big hollow shell, and on the other side, a divider thing for like laptop, iPad, all that stuff. There's also a quick access little bag up here, which is accessed by another zipper, so you don't have to open up the whole bag. problem is, if you're an iPhone 7 Plus user, Pixel XL, any big phone, I have a Pixel XL and it doesn't fit. So that's my only gripe. I haven't even used it yet. Cell phone pocket isn't big enough. Luckily, most jackets have a cell phone pocket and mine does, so we're good there. But because I have a dirt bike, I don't want to put any sort of back rack on the rear, or heaven forbid, like a tank bag. So this is just my preferred way of carrying goods around rather than on my bike, and hopefully it goes all good. Let's bring it in for this next one, because these guys are tiny. These go on your keychain, and these are the no noise. Basically, they come in this little capsule and they're 20 bucks a piece. Basically, you get this whole kit for $40, which sounds like a lot, and they're just earplugs, but they're special earplugs. They have a little piece of metal in there and a hole running through the middle, and they alter frequencies, so the ones you don't want, such as wind, are canceled out, and the ones you do want, such as sirens, pass through. Very cool, and I've already used these things, and oh my gosh, compared to conventional earplugs, they are amazing. Again, they come on this little thread-on capsule so you can put them on your keys. And originally I was gonna say, I'm a musician, so I value my hearing. But I think everyone values their hearing. You don't have to be a musician to value your hearing, and this is definitely worth it. Next up, this is something I wanted to try for a while, but I never actually did because they're normally really expensive, but I found one for $30. This is a cooling vest, and this one's made by Fly. So the Fly cooling vest, 30 bucks. You submerge it in water, and basically it evaporates all the sweat off your body, keeps you hydrated, some crazy stuff. There's a lot of good videos about these things on the internet already. You can check those out for further details. I bought one to try it out. There it is. And last and probably least, these are the Sena Slim speakers for the SMH-10R. So basically I mentioned how my helmet doesn't have very big ear pockets. These are designed to be, they're just the exact same speakers but smaller, so that they fit in helmets that are a little bit tighter on the inside. So that's why I got these guys. I thought I needed it, and I think I do for my Arai XD4. So that's it. And that is the gear that I got for this year. Luckily, I do a lot of research, so a lot of this stuff I already knew everything about, and I knew I was making a good purchase decision, so nothing had to get replaced or stuff. It's just stuff I had to add. So a safer backpack, proper riding pants to protect my whole lower body, more comfortable speakers for my helmet, and earplugs. So a lot of safety stuff. And that's it for this video. Now, I also mentioned in a moto vlog that I want to do a bike video since I finished modding my bike. Everything's done. I want to do that. I also want to do a truck video since my truck's getting a lot of mods done and getting customized. So let me know if you want to see those kinds of things in the future. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and just stopping by, feel free to subscribe, because although I do lots of motorcycle stuff, I also do music stuff, regular vlogs, just anything I really feel like. It's always a party around here, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, this was Adam, signing off.